our patch behind the farmhouse, where the pace of life is slow, and the lilies on the lake are broad and lush. We're all living here in clover, and the maiden season's over, so there won't be cause for anyone to blush. In our land both green and pleasant, every bantam, duck, and pheasant, if they had them, would be walking arm in arm. For our life is good and steady till we're plucked and oven ready. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. There's a turkey with a gobble, watch his waddle start the wobble when the rooster cock-a-doodles the alarm. We've got pullets, we got chickens, we've got quails, and what the dickens? It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. What a gorgeous vision this is. It's Ida, she's my missus. So forgive me if I'm laying on the smart. She goes in for heated quacking to point out the skills I'm lacking. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. Come on down and don't be strangers in our duckyard of free rangers. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm.
Here where waterfowl have waddled, little chicks are mollycoddled, for that cat would like to do them grievous harm. He's our only source of worry, feathers rarely get too flurry.
It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm.
Ha!
How they flatter themselves. I never show much interest in this group. I admit I'm quite a glutton, but this feathered form of mutton wouldn't even make a palatable soup. But when those little ducklings hatch, that's a flavor you won't match. They are delicious and I just can't get enough. As a felon who is feline, you'll see me make a beeline for those tender little juicy balls of fluff.
In our waterfowl regatta, there's a moorhen fond of chatter, and a mandarin with oriental charm. You'll find every goose or gander, though of course I'm rather grander. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. We may strike some classic poses, and we all have parsons' noses, but that doesn't mean you'll hear a single song. For all reverence is rejected, blatant foul play is suspected. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. Come on down and don't be strangers in our duckyard of free rangers. It's a poultry tale. It's a poultry tale. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm.
Drake. Drake, there's no use paddling away. I've seen you. And it isn't good for a duck to look sheepish. It confuses the other animals.
Oh, how's it going, Ida? You still sitting? Well, I don't know. It's all right for some.
Well, if you like the sound of it that much, why don't you take a turn on the nest? And wipe your webs. I just cleaned the floor this morning.
Well, Ida, it's just, I would love to take a crack at sitting on those eggs, but you just look so comfortable. I feel ashamed to disturb you.
And what about that extension you promised to build on the nest? It's going to be awfully crowded when the little ones arrive, especially with that big one in the clutch. Goodness knows how big that chick is going to be.
You know, I reckon that might be a turkey's egg.
Oh, Drake.
I had the same problem with my ex.
Here we go.
We had a whole pack of troubles with the young ones. She had me running up and down the bank, shouting, "Frank Purdue!" And they still want to go in the water.
How would a turkey's egg end up in my nest? Must be from your side of the family.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see who he takes after. Won't we, my dear?
Yes, dear.
Anyway, I must fly. I promised the rooster I'd help him count his chickens. Shall I see you back here?
Well, where else do you suppose I'm going to be? As a duck, when you're stuck, sat sitting in the middle of your nest, then at best you get bored. There goes Drake on the lake. I can see him through the rushes all the time, feeling I'm just ignored. I don't pretend that this is all he's doing. I'm a sucker for the billing and the cooing. But when you hear that pitter-patter of tiny feet, it doesn't matter how long I've sat here sitting, minding my brood. Their little heads all soft and downy, their baby bods all golden browny, their beaks constantly open, waiting for food. It's the joy of motherhood, those little ducklings falling out in a line. I'll do what any other mother would to try to do my best in bringing up mine. It's the joy of motherhood, those little perks that make it all seem worthwhile. I'll do what any other mother would to try to do my best in living in style.
Morning, Ida.
Morning, Maureen.
How's the mother-to-be?
She'd be better if the father who was better at being the father who is. Sometimes I feel I'd be better off paired with a decoy.
Well, I'm sure Drake will make a marvelous dad when the family arrives.
Not him. Duck by name, duck by nature, ducking out of his responsibilities. Oh, I say, if butts were meant for sitting on eggs all day, they should have been made with big old dimples in them.
Oh, Ida, the very thought. Ugh. Oh, how much longer did these have to go?
Well, by my reckoning, they should be out by now. I went to all my prenatal self-hatching classes and run by that self-satisfied stork, and she said about half a month, but 2 weeks is up.
Well, the best things come to those who wait.
I don't know. Every spring, it's exactly the same. Why do we put ourselves through it?
Oh, but just think of all those rewards, all those lovely little ducklings.
All those beaks to feed.
Waking you up at all hours of the night.
Getting into deep water.
And attracting unwanted admirers. Like the cat.
Why do we put ourselves through it?
'Cause when you hear that dibble-dabble, you're proud to say, hey, that's my rabble. Then walk their maiden voyage out to the bank.
Like champagne corks, you'll see them bobbing,
accompanied by mothers sobbing, relieved.
Thanks be to nature, nobody sank. It's the joy. Oh,
Prepare yourself, Ida.
It's the joy. It's the joy. It's the joy. Joy, joy, joy. It's the joy. It's the joy of motherhood. Those little perks that make it all seem worthwhile. I'll do what any other mother would to get my ducks decked out and living in style. To get my ducks decked out and get my ducks decked out and living in style.
Oh, Ida, they're the loveliest little ducklings I've ever seen. They're the image of their father.
Thanks. Speaking of Daddy Marine, would you be a dear and try to find him for me? He's probably making waves down at the local watering hole.
Oh, all right. Auntie Marmar is off. I'll see you later.
Auntie Marmar? What a weird name!
What a big world it is!
Yeah, far out.
I was getting well cramped inside that egg.
Well, don't go thinking this is the whole world. It stretches far beyond the other side of the lake past the churchyard, although I've never been that far myself.
Wicked! Let's explore!
Wait! Mm-hmm. Yes. You too. Mm-hmm. Come on. Do better next time. Okay, come on. All right. Yes, all right. Now, there are a few nest rules before you paddle off. What did I say? Number 1, no wet, webbed feet in the nest. Number 2, feather your nest every morning. Number 3, no snacks in between meals. And number 4, no plankton after midnight. Number 5. You're not all here.
Hey guys, there's gonna be another member of the gang!
Oh, quack, and it's the big one.
Look at the shell on that! Excellent!
How come that one got such a big egg?
Yeah, we got all crammed into regular-sized shells, but that one got a queen-sized ostrich job.
It's not fair!
No, Mama, it's not fair.
Well, hey, kids. I'm your dad.
Take a good look at him because you probably won't see him very often. True to your form, you've missed it. The pitter-paddle of petite paddles.
Well, I'm here now. Okay, kids, who's for a swim? Hey, yeah. All right, you're coming in. Woo! All right, this one's coming up top. Up. All right. Woo! All right. That's my boy. Hey, what's the matter, Ida? All that sitting around taking it out of you?
There's still one to hatch, dumb cluck, and it's the big one.
Hey, let me see that egg again. Oh, that is definitely a turkey's egg. You'll never get it to go near the water. You might as well just leave it. Hey, cut that out. Huh, why don't you come with me and teach the rest of them how to swim properly?
You teach the others how to swim properly. I might as well sit for a bit longer. I've been sitting so long, a little bit more won't make any difference.
Well, whatever you say. Hey, last one to the lake's a cue. Hey, wait for me.
What a roll. Only good for keeping eggshells warm. On the whole, They have always been more uniform. This one's different. This one's different from the rest. I don't believe a turkey's egg would fall into my nest. It's just a freak of nature, just some larger grade of all the other eggs I've ever laid. This one's different. And there's different. And there's different.
HONK!
Oh my word.
HONK!
What's wrong with your quack? You're not like your brothers and sisters. And you're different.
HONK!
If I say butterball, does that bother you at all? How about water? How would you like to go for a swim?
Oh, I'd love to. Mama.
Oh, thank heavens for that. I knew you were one of mine. Now your father has taken the others off for their first swimming lesson. So you and I doing the same? Come on. Right here by the water's edge. Nothing too fancy, mind, just the basics to get you started. Oh, it's a bit nippy, but we'll soon warm up. The important thing is that you're not afraid of the water.
I'm not afraid, Mama. Oh, can we swim to that island?
Oh, heavens, no! I haven't been there since your father and I were courting. And I did not mean to go that far then. Now, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Just do as I do, and you should take to it like a You should take to it. Hold your head up high, like the most happy fella, while down below each thigh. Apropos, a propeller must keep paddling, like the clappers you keep paddling, with your flappers while seeming to be dreaming and calm.
Like this?
That's the way. Come on, follow me. Good. You're getting closer. Bend your knees.
Whoa!
No splashing, please.
Sorry.
And steady, you set Eddie to your right. Danger sign.
Danger sign.
That's fishing line.
Fishing line?
Which strangles if it tangles you up tight. He's a natural in a class of his own.
This is wonderful. I am feeling full grown.
Look at you. You have every reason to hold your head up high. Like you're free from all troubles, your back stays nice and dry.
But my bottom's in bubbles.
Keep paddling like the clappers you keep paddling with your flappers while seeming to be dreaming and calm. Let's try a dive. Come on. Don't be afraid. They're just fish.
Fish? want to go faster.
It's not a race.
It's a skill I could master.
And clearly you are nearly fit to drop.
No, I'm not. I could go on all day.
Have a break.
I feel fresh as a daisy.
Your legs must ache.
No, they don't. Are you crazy?
So maybe, now my baby, we should stop.
Would one lap of the lake be okay? It's the greatest thing. Can we have one more try?
This is knackering. He swims better than I.
Pretty please.
Give me strength.
Bend those knees.
Just one leg then. Keep pedaling like the clappers. Just keep pedaling with your flappers. While seeming to be dreaming and calm. Just beneath the surface, you may struggle to get by, but nothing can deter you if you hold your head up high. There. That was much better.
What did you mean when you said I'm not like my brothers and sisters? What's different?
Well, for one thing, you can swim much better than they can.
You really think so?
Mm-hmm.
What else?
The important thing is that you must remember it's what's on the inside that counts, not what we look like. What's marmalade?
Oh, it's a sort of orange preserve, often found on toast.
No. What's Mama laid?
Oh my gosh, Ida! All right, now listen very carefully. I want you to come towards me very slowly, no sudden movements. Oh my. There's something behind you. Something not very nice.
This is your son, dear.
I've created a monster.
He is not a monster. He's just not your normal run-of-the-mill pond duck. That's all.
That's all. Ada, I have a reputation.
I know, and I wouldn't be proud of that if I were you. I'm scared.
I tell you, he's a turkey.
He is not a turkey. He loves the water.
Cranberry sauce.
See? He didn't even flinch. Now, I want all of you to get spruced up. It's time to meet the other members of the duck yard and be educated in the ways of the world. Drake, don't stare at him.
Look at him.
Now then, children, let's not make a fuss.
Look at him.
Are you sure he's really one of us?
Family likeness isn't strong, still you won't poke fun. All of you must get along. He's a special son. Now, I want all of you to follow me and be sure to stay close to me at all times. And beware of the cat.
Look at him. Legs are bandy and the knees are knocked. Look at him. Dad was obviously eggshell shocked. Bet the neighbors scream and howl when they see our brood. He's the foulest waterfowl.
Why are you so rude?
Ew, touchy.
Hello, Maureen.
Hello, Ida. Hello, Drake. What a splendid fruit. Did the big one hatch out all Look at him. Come on, Ida, tell me what went wrong. Look at him. Did you leave him in the egg too long?
I admire you for your pluck, simply ingenue. He may be no pin-up duck, neither, dear, are you.
Well, I must be going then. I heard the children from the farmhouse are throwing French bread into the water. It sounds très chic. I'll be off.
Look at what's it matter?
Isn't it obvious?
Why do I make you all laugh and scoff?
Have you seen your reflection?
Why can't we play with the fishes?
Because you scare them off. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Look at him.
You admit he is a bit
Extreme.
Now our parents will start quibbling.
Him, just a variation on a thing.
He's a truly ugly sibling.
I want to see my son left out on a limb. Why is it that everyone has to jeer?
Oh, there's your answer, dear.
Look at him.
Peck, peck, peck. Now I hate to be picky, but the duck peck, peck looks a little bit tricky. Look at him, Brock. Did you ever see a pig with wings? Look at him. Don't genetics do the strangest things? There are times we have to be cruel to be kind. If you gave the cat his teeth, nobody would mind. Brock?
All right, children, come line up, tallest in the back. Look at him. He's an ugly one, there is no doubt. Look at him. Does he have his giblets inside out? What else could explain his looks being quite so rough? How on earth would gourmet cooks know which end to stuff?
Look at him, look at us, see the difference. Look at him, look at us, where's the match?
Sometimes we find it is kinder if some eggs never hatch.
Look at him. Still a duckling, but there's so much more. Look at him. Finest cat food that I ever saw. Better still, he won't be missed from the things they say. Maybe they me assist putting him away.
Now, in a moment you will be presented to Her Grace, the most distinguished duck on the lake. Thank you. She was once paired up with a mandarin, and you will notice that she has a red band of cloth around her leg. That is the greatest distinction a duck can enjoy. It means that she is looked upon by both man and animal.
Now, don't turn your toes in, just bow your head and say quack.
Quack. Quack. Quack.
HONK!
Look at him. Now he's ruining our photographs.
Just imagine how he's feeling.
Mother Nature must have had a
In a
laugh.
way, he's quite appealing.
Look at him. Na 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 na.
A relation one should sever.
Look at him.
Look at him.
Na 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 na.
He's cocky in whatever he does. He really is an ugly lawsuit.
He's my son and I love him. Do you see what you've done? You're to blame. This junkyard would be so boring if we all looked the same.
Look at
Look
him.
at him.
They think that he's
Not your
But we
kid.
got him as a problem.
Look at him.
Look at him.
Back to go the way the dodo
And
did.
he's worse than any other.
Bodywork designed to shock. Prospects pretty thin. He should form a solar flock. Look at him. Look at me. Look at you. You'll agree. Anywhere you look would be less grim than a glimpse at this wimp of wimps. Look at him. Hey, Turkey. You been messing around with my missus?
What do you mean? I look nothing like him. I am a self-boasting, fine prime specimen with wonderful spurs. As for that, well, I wouldn't use that to stuff a duvet with.
You won't be that full of yourself come Thanksgiving.
Oh, I hate that word.
What, stuffing?
No,
Thanksgiving!
Congratulations, Ida. They're delightful. Thanks, Your Grace. Of course. Now, tell me, that chappie at the back, oh, whatever happened there? He's not your classic Beatrix Potter, is he?
Well, I wish the others wouldn't pick on him, so he'll turn out all right as he gets older.
Well, they're a delight, my dear. I only wish I could have produced a brood of my own this year.
I'm so sorry to hear about that, Your Grace. You must miss him terribly.
He was a fine bird, the mandarin, but alas, he became crispy and aromatic before his time. Now, where's Maureen gone off to with that French bread?
You have to try it. It's much better than the usual stuff. Even the crusts are nice.
Oh, I'll give it a dabble.
I'm sure I have time for a little bit of a bubble.
Oh, yes. Maureen, it's delicious.
Make way for the red-banded duck. Ida, you're gonna have to do something about that honk.
Look, croissants! Get back. You're too big for your age already.
It's not fair. I'm hungry too. Why are you picking on me? Honk! Quonk! Quonk! If they knew just how dearly I would love to quonk! But it's true, I'm a bird who seems to lack the knack. I'm just different. I'm just different from the rest. And who could blame them wanting me to find another nest? But different isn't naughty. Different isn't bad. So why should being different make me sad? I'm just different. They're like peas from the same pod. No wonder they make fun of me. Life's harder when you're odd. But different isn't spiteful. Different is no threat. And though I'm still their brother, they forget I didn't choose to look this way. I didn't want to be unique. I don't like these grubby feathers, and I hate my stubby beak. There's a runt in every litter, one black sheep in every flock. But when you know it's you, somehow your ego takes a knock. I'm just different, but I have a sense of pride. My looks may well be funny, but I hurt the same inside. Different isn't spiteful, different isn't wrong. So why is it so hard to get along? I only want to get along. Different isn't hateful. Different could be swell. Different is just, well, different.
Hello, Ducky.
Who are you?
I'm your friend.
I haven't got any friends. Everybody hates me because I'm ugly.
Oh, they are too cruel. I think you look delicious.
What'd you say?
I said poultry can be so malicious. Look at them, guzzling all that bread.
Yeah. Oh, it's supposed to be nice. It's French.
À l'orange. Do you mean to say that they didn't let you have any?
Not a crumb.
Well, that settles it then. Lunch is in. On me.
You mean it? Oh, you really are a friend.
Of course. Now, just follow me.
No, I better tell my mother.
Oh, no, you mustn't. Look, she's talking with her grace. Don't you know a duckling should never interrupt anyone who's talking with her grace?
No, I really think I should.
What a feast! A bit stale, but one mustn't grumble.
Mama?
Yes, Beaky! Don't step on Brownie's foot. She's going around in circles.
I've been invited to go with my...
Really, not such big mouthfuls. Take a drink of water first, or else you'll choke.
I was wondering if it'd be all right if I just went with...
Fluff, I hope you're not just picking out the raisins.
Listen, we won't be gone for long, and what harm could it do? And you're hungry, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Well, that makes two of us. Now, come along.
Well... If you're sure.
Oh, I'm quite sure.
You know, it's Ida I feel sorry for. How she managed to lay that egg, I'll never know. Makes my eyes water just thinking about it.
I just think it puts out the wrong message having someone looking like that paraded around the lakeside amenities.
Now I beg your pardon, that is my son you are talking about, and there is nothing wrong with him. He's just a little different, that's all, and I think that makes him someone rather special.
Well, I agree with you, Ida. And if I agree, everyone agrees, I believe there's an order of an apology from you two.
Wait a minute. Where's he gone?
Oh, I thought he was with you.
He was just a moment ago.
Well, if he's got any sense, he'll have gone to find a bag to put over his head.
Drake, that's enough.
Ida, calm down. He can't be that far away.
He was trying to ask me something.
Well, then he's probably just gone down by the lake. You know how we love swimming.
Not without asking me, he wouldn't. Now where's he gone?
For goodness sake, all right. Turkey, you go up there and check around by the milking house. Maureen and Henrietta, you go down there and check around by the hen house. And, Ida, we can take the ducklings and go down by the lake, okay?
And I'll coordinate from the Grainstorm.
Welcome to the Kitty Cat Snack Shack. Fast food for famished felines.
Wow. It's a nice place you got here.
Oh, a little bijou perhaps, but I think of it as home. Now, let me see. Casserole of duck, duck with cherries, duck with chestnuts, duck with pineapple, duck pate, duck pancakes and plum sauce. Tempting. Here we are, duck à l'orange.
So, what are we having?
I'm having you for lunch.
Yes, I know we are, but what are we gonna eat?
Oh, I'll whip something up. A surprise.
Man, my mother must have been thinking of somebody else. She told me to be aware of the cat.
Oh, bless her. Mothers are all the same, really. For some reason, they think it's part of their job description to stop us from having any fun. Not my mother, though. No, she was different. Do you know what my mother used to say to me?
No, what?
You can scratch the antique furniture to sharpen up your claws. You can lacerate the cushions if you're ever stuck indoors. You can dig up hours from the freshly planted beds. articles of clothing. It's okay to pull some threads. But I remember as a kindergarten kitten one phrase that left me singularly smitten. You can play with your before you eat it. You can chivvy your chow before you chew. You can play with your food, you can't beat it. So ducky, let me play with you. You can play with your food before you bite it. You can toy with your tuck before the crunch. You can play with your food, why fight it? It's a crazy little game called lunch. So, tell me something, Ducky. What would you like to play? It can be anything at all. I won't tell your mother.
Anything? Well, I'd like to paddle in the puddles, dabble in the mud, tickle packs in the shallows. Then maybe if the time goes silent and assign to the marsh where you find marshmallows. Go and slay a dragonfly, watch water boatmen race. To say that cats are dangerous is clearly not the case.
Well, I'd rather play a game that's sharp and witty, and preferably with something in the kitty. You can play with your food before you nibble. You can jest with your joint before you slice. You can play with your food, but don't dribble. Mama gave the best advice. You can play with your food before you gulp it. You can mess with your meal before you munch. You can play with your food, then pulp it. It's a crazy little game called lunch.
Could go rushing in the rushes, dashing out a ditch, find a kind of place where it's boggy. Then make a little kid that is secretive and damp for me and my mate the Moggy. And if the other ducklings want to come and join our games, they have to make a promise first to stop calling me names.
Oh, I'll help you to forget the way they scolded, just as soon as I have got my napkin folded. Oh, you want to play hide and seek, do you? Where are you, Ducky? Am I getting warmer? Am I getting warmer? Ha! Come here. You can play with your food before you bite it. You can chivvy your chow before you chew. You can play with your food, you can't beat it. So ducky, 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 let me play with you. You can play with your food before you bite it. You can toy with your tongue before the crunch. You can play with your food, why fight it? It's a crazy little game. Tell me something, Ducky. Do you like oranges?
I don't know, I've never tried one.
Well, suck on this. It's a crazy little game called lunch.
What's that noise?
Salivating.
It's coming from outside.
Oh, that. Oh, that's just those wretched children from the yard playing ball. Do they ever play with me? Do they ring around my Rosie? Don't suppose even remember that they own a cat. You know, some people just shouldn't keep animals. And 8 out of 10 of cats who express a preference would agree with me.
What are people?
What are people? Oh, people are bad news. That's what people are. You should consider yourself lucky, Ducky, that I am going to spare you from ever having to encounter them.
Duck!
Yes, correct. it's a duck.
Duck.
Yes, I know it's a ruddy duck.
Actually, I think I'm a mallard.
Duck.
Oh!
You broke the window. I think it went inside.
Struck out by a foul ball.
Oh, no. Oh, they're coming in. Oh, that's a good idea. You hide there until the heat is off, and I'll try to find my own way back to the duckyard. Maybe we could have lunch another time. Goodbye. Oh, no. Now, was it right at the cowshed? Oh, and then turn left at the hen house. Or, no, we passed a pig's trough. That's right, I remember the smell, and there was a water butt that he wouldn't let me swim in. I'd like to paddle in the puddles, dabble in the mud, tickles to go back to the shallows. Oh no! I think I'm lost.
Lost? Brick! Ida, ducklings don't get lost with the cat. You know that.
We don't know for sure.
Did the cat really eat him, Mama? That's gross. Yeah, fancy eating something as ugly as that.
Now that's enough! He will be back by morning, and when he gets back, you will be nice to him. Now off to roost. I don't believe it's a... is a tough little duck, and he could outsmart that mangy old Tom.
Of course you could.
No, he's probably on his way home right now. And if he isn't, I'll just have to go after him, won't I?
And rolling! So, tell me, Ida, it has been a week now since your son went missing. How are you bearing up? Could you spare a tear for the camera?
What?
Oh, good. They're here. Now, leave this to me, love. Now, which do you think is my best side? This deer is Jaybird from America's Most Feathered. They're doing a feature. This will get us one up on them pelicans. Now, here's the picture you asked for. I'm afraid it's a bit torn, but... Oh, you see, we're still in a state of very, very deep...
Ida, there have been rumors of farmyard bullying. Has your son really been abducted? Or has he run away to escape his persecutors?
What are you saying?
Ooh, that's good. I'll buy that. Defensive, yet emotional. With a hint of anger? Ooh, I'm filling up here.
Why can't you just leave us alone?
Ooh, that's nice. Very nice. Feisty cells.
And what about me? Does nobody care what I think?
Sorry, sir, but we're coming to the end of the transmission. I'll give the final word to Ida, just in case her son is still out there watching. But for now, this has been Jay Bird from America's Most Feathered, saying that if you see anything suspicious, from thieving magpies to lost ducklings, the chicks on the switchboard are ready to take your call. All right, Ida, it's all yours.
And for God's sake, don't start blubbing.
Every time I turn around, I expect you to appear. Everyone may call my name, but it's your voice that I hear. Every moment that you're gone is a moment dark and gray. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away. Every day may seem to be more empty than the last. Everywhere the sun once shone, a shadow has been cast. Every moment that you're gone is a moment dark and gray. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away.
Ida, you can't just leave me here with the other four.
Drake, you have to trust me. My mind's made up.
But this is crazy. And you know it's not right, love. Besides that, it's dangerous to go past the churchyard at this time of year.
Drake, you need to trust me, and Mother knows.
Well, I guess you'd better take the cell phone.
Every moment seems an hour. Every hour lasts a day. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away.
Now where have they got to, shabby flock? I do wish they would keep up. That's the problem with the goslings of today. No discipline.
They're probably tired, dear. We have been marching for an awfully long time.
Poppycock, would you prefer that we fly with a chute on the marsh? I think not, my sweet. Follow me, this way.
Excuse me, I was wondering if you could help.
Eyes front, keep walking. You have vote 4 o'clock.
You see, I'm lost.
No excuse for bad navigation. A bird who loses his flight path doesn't deserve his wings. That's what I always say, isn't it, dear?
Always, dear.
But I can't even fly yet. I've gotten lost on foot.
Bah, infantry, eh? Messy business.
He's only a youngster. Maybe we should direct him. Give him his marching orders.
Very well. We're geese, migrants, you know. We're on a tight fleet. Wouldn't do for us to lose our way, what?
Well, dear, there was that one time when we ended up in the Wayward Islands.
Windward, dear, windward, and that was a different matter entirely. Weak thermals, strong headwinds, blown off course.
So, how can my sister manage to make it to Fort Lauderdale?
Yes, quite.
Where were you trying to get to?
Back to my mother, on the lake. She must be heading in that direction. I saw some geese flying overhead just a few minutes ago.
Well, if you did, it was probably their last flying mission, what?
What do you mean?
Haven't you heard the ground to air? Bang, bang, pop, pop!
There's a chute on the marsh, dear. It's very dangerous.
What's a chute?
Well, it's a people's sport. One group of men move through the marsh, scaring ducks into the air, while a second group, with guns, shoot them back out of the air again.
The cat warned me about people.
The cat?
Yeah, you see, I went off with this cat.
His parents probably wanted to get rid of the ugly blighter.
Didn't your mother tell you how dangerous a cat is?
Yes, she did, but...
The enemy! Nasty piece of work. Pull your wishbone soon as look at you.
But the cat said he was my friend.
You don't want friends like that, dear. Your mother was right to warn you.
She was?
Gun dogs! Oh, they must be starting the shoot again. I'd hoped they wouldn't come to this. All right, at ease. Company, fall in! I didn't mean literally. All right, eyes front, let's have a look at you. Barnacles, barnacles, when I said eyes front, I'd hoped that your body would naturally be in a similar direction. Pinkfoot, you've trodden in something. How many times have I told you to mind your own business? See to it. Snowy, never mind. We have received orders to embark on a very delicate, not to say dangerous mission.
Oh, one of those.
Yes. Our task is one of reconnaissance and reunification.
Oh, here we go again. Translation dot.
Duckling's lost his mum. Bless him. And we're going to find her.
All right, men, attention! We are about to take part in an exercise the likes of which we have never seen before. You are a very fine body of geese, and I know you will do your very best. Good luck, men. We're off on a wild goose chase. We will be no stranger to danger. The squadron will show no fear.
We're off, and no matter where we roam, although the mind boggles, the scaggling goggles is sure to find your home.
Runways clear, prepare for take-off, dear. We must play our part.
Hark at him. I fear his cabin lights are rather dim.
Chocks away, our air display must start.
We're off on a wild goose chase. It's a simple mission, position the whereabouts of your farm.
We're off then unless we're blown into kingdom come. We won't be back until we found Mom.
But we don't know where the farm is, dear. How are we going to plan the route?
Don't worry, I'll navigate.
That's what I was afraid of.
We're off
Excuse me, sir. Cattails advancing from the rear.
What? I think we've spoken before on the subject of your spectacles, Barnacles. I suggest you get them checked. Cattails do not just advance from the rear. One of the things they're most famous for is being rooted to the spot.
Hello, Ducky. I thought I'd lost you.
Stand back or I'll peck.
Oh, be still, my quaking legs. I'm going to be goose.
What are you doing here?
What are friends for? I've come to take you home. Your mother has been carrying on something fearful.
My mother? You've seen my mother?
Of course. She sent me to fetch you. Special envoy.
Now listen here, Cat. My squadron and I have taken personal charge of this Zerkling's safe return to his mother.
Well, I wouldn't try flying at the moment. Haven't you heard the guns?
Yes, we will commence maneuvers as soon as the shooting party is over.
It's their party, but we'll fly if we want to.
Silence in the ranks!
Maybe I could be of some assistance. I'll go over to the chute, and I'll let you know when they're packing up for the day.
Very well, and no funny business. I know several ways to skin your type.
It's like taking candy from a baby.
We're off on a wild goose chase. You may think it odd that a squad such as ours can perform this role. We're off and we'll prove that's not a race.
Avoiding the attack will serve.
Then return to base.
Company present paper, company present coal. As you know, we are about to face our most perilous mission to date. I need hardly tell you the risk involved or the ultimate price that we may have to pay. As we fly on to glory, I want you to know how very proud I am of this squadron. Keep a stiff upper beak, men, and remember our motto, Semper Victorium non pate de foie gras.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dot. I am your senior flight attendant, and on behalf of Captain Greylag, I'd like to welcome you from this afternoon flight from Boggy Marshland to some far-flung farm. We'll be cruising at an altitude of several feet and flying in a rather attractive V formation. In the unlikely event of an emergency, we ask that you observe the procedures that we've been through so many times before. We hope you have a pleasant journey, and thank you for choosing Gousset, the fluffy skies.
We're off to ensure this duckling is not so clogged. We won't be back until we find
The coast is clear. They're putting away their guns.
Do you swear?
On one of my lives.
Good, all right, men, final check. Oh, and here's a parachute for you.
For me?
Yes, you didn't think we were going to leave you here with the cat, did you? No, Puss, you're coming with us.
Oh, cat litter.
our wings are spread.
So don't delay.
Our excess bags are stowed away. It's hard to fly.
To try to find the farm, and when they found the farm, they'll find my mom and me together every day. I'll be waiting, come like so. So we'll say goodbye to the pitbull chum.
We won't be back until
We won't be back.
we won't be back until we find your mom.
All right, men, at ease. Forward march.
Goodbye. Good luck, and thank you. Thank you. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, what's happening? Oh, the cat. The cat. Oh, he said he was my friend. He said they were putting away their guns. He lied. Oh, Mama. What should I do?
Hold your head up high.
It's not always so easy to hold your head up high. And up here bright and breezy, I thought dreams were made for a reason, but hope seems to fade with each season. And Mama, you seem so far away.
Hold your head up.
It's your voice, it's your voice that I hear.
Every day may seem to be more empty than the last. Everywhere the sun once shone, a shadow has been cast. Every moment that you're gone is a moment dark and gray.
If she's missing me,
every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away.
just knowing that you're